Hey, what up, everybody out there? This is Duran here again. I got one off the cuff. Saturday afternoon edition. May edition. Hard to believe that we are now in the month of May. But here we are. Ready, set, go, huh? So, what do I want to talk about today? What can I choose? How about this? Warren Buffett. He has decided to officially retire from his ceremonial and daily duties at Berkshire Hathaway by the end of this year, he says. I think the article I read said he's currently age 94. It just goes to show when you are rich and wealthy, I guess it can also add to the prosperity of your life itself. Congratulations, old fella. No, jokes aside, he has been a very, very respectable figure in, capitalism, Western civilization, finances. What do they call him? The Wizard of Omaha. You don't typically think of individuals that have been, wealthy in this century coming from Nebraska. But that's where he stems from. That's where he still currently resides. And, yeah, good for him. Now, it sounds like he has a gentleman that's already been kind of running the day-to-day for a number of years. There's a certain measure of assets that this gentleman has not been involved with, but he'll be overseeing that here by the year's end, as it was disclosed in a press release today. Why is that important? Well, because, he's taken on a leadership role in terms of, who wins, who tanks. Last few years, I've noticed in the financial movement that they've done there, sold off quite a bit of stuff and made the company basically very liquid with their funds, meaning they got a lot of money to spend. I believe the article mentioned that over $300 billion in liquid assets and funds available. So the other thing that was interesting was he, I guess, has not really spoken much about politics in regards to the way that he navigates the economy. It said that the last public figure that he endorsed was Hillary, but he has recently said that he's got a growing disfavor for the policies of this White House and the tariffs that they've got going. He stated the opinion that the world would be a much safer place with more open free trade. But the article also stated that Berkshire Hathaway is probably making a statement like that because it's, the right thing to say. We will all want world peace. But in reality, quietly, probably in a closed door, boardroom, he would say, well, we're looking for these tensions and tariffs to cause, further escalations, and if the tensions continue to rise, it will be all kinds of fire sales made available. So they might quietly be hoping that this thing chugs along and escalates, because that'll make a lot of businesses, corporations, other assets available at, clearance prices, so to speak. boy, what could you buy with $300+ billion, But it seems like that man will not be around long enough to see how that money gets spent, or see the course and the direction of what his foundation will do. But yeah, the article was a pretty decent read, and it just talks about how they probably are looking for a crisis to unfold, because that will make amazing buying opportunities for the foundation, because places will be feeling the tension and of not being able to operate under the current conditions. There'll be more scarcity models in the economy, driving up demand. But if you can't keep pace with what the demands are, or be able to acquire the assets that are needed to, maintain your footprint in whatever field of business you're involved in, then that might be the opportunity where they'll hang a going out of business sign. As an example, if you did not know, the 5 quarter store, talking about the Dollar Trees that are around, they bought up the company Family Dollar. And because they're kind of like a direct competitor when you're talking in terms of people just trying to buy thrifty. They put a lot of those stores out of business, while Dollar Trees continue to build more businesses and have a very heavy footprint in the retail space. Who's their direct competitor? Well, Dollar General. They go up like every third weekend, it seems like. But even Dollar Trees are now feeling a little bit of the pinch with the economy and the growing costs of acquiring products. They've been closing stores. So a very interesting time of what's been going on. You got any thoughts to share about this? Leave them in the comments. I'd like to touch on it. Wherever you're from, shout that out. I'd be interested to know how things are affecting you in your neck of the woods. Because literally, I think one of the biggest things that kind of goes over our heads is that we feel a little bit compartmentalized. We don't talk about what's happening in our space because we think it's unique to us. But I think the more that details, information, comments get shared, we'll find that we're really sharing a lot of similar scenarios and situations when we start to compare notes. So I appreciate having open, productive, fruitful dialogue, because I think we all grow a little bit more intelligent from sharing what's going on in our world, in our lives, in our families, and how you just operate your daily lifestyle. So thanks for tuning in. Hope to do another one again soon. So take care. God bless. Grind off the cuff. Peace.